The last two long swims, they ended in hospital. Cellulitis, rhabdo, hypothermia. My body went through a lot. If we had free rein to just test a human under these crazy conditions, this is what we'd like to do. What happens to the human body under such stress and long endurance? World's longest swim again. What's up, guys? As you can probably tell from the title, world's longest swim again. Let's just get straight into it. Basically, granted, the last two long swims, Loch Ness and then Trasimeno, they ended in hospital, which isn't a great place to end a swim. But what was so interesting, if I can sort of reverse engineer and deconstruct it and say how we got from the hospital to here, essentially what happened is I was sitting there with cellulitis, with rhabdo, hypothermia. My body went through a lot, and we had so much data. It was fascinating. All of my blood work, like biometrics, it was so interesting as a sports scientist. And it's gonna sound so weird, but using myself as a guinea pig, I was just fascinated with what was going on. And I spoke to some of my friends. We then sort of sat down with the PhD sports scientists, James Morton, absolute like nutrition Jedi grandmaster. And he was like, this is so interesting. Like, no one's ever pushed their body like this before. Like, we're really sitting on quite a unique opportunity to potentially publish a paper on this as well, which I think for me just makes me so excited. As an author with a few books now, I'd love to put something in a medical sports journal as well. So basically we threw around these ideas, and I said, wouldn't it be amazing to go again, to try again, without the cellulitis, the rhabdo, the hypothermia, and just have everything measured, you know, like we were saying, like nutritional, gastric emptying. James has got these amazing ideas. We sat down at PhD HQ and there was like 20 sports scientists, and everyone was like, if we had free rein to just test a human under these crazy conditions, this is what we'd like to do. And that makes me excited. I am like a really small cog in a much bigger machine, and that just feels quite nice. So they were the conversations that we had, and it's kind of led us to this point where going for another huge long swim or swims, we've got a few options in mind, and really it's to try and advance our understanding of human performance and endurance. That's where we're up to. I think records will be nice, but this has really evolved into what is going to be hopefully a crazy comprehensive analysis of what happens to the human body under such stress and long endurance. And that's where we're up to. So that's how we kind of came to hospital to here, checking in at Loughborough University, which felt like a pretty logical place, coming back to my old university to start training camp, start putting in some distance, some donuts, and just see where the body's at. And I think what's also interesting on this, and I've spoken about this on social media a little bit, is I've almost done a form of like reverse periodization, in that after Loch Ness and Trasimeno, I was just swimming like miles and miles and miles, probably drilling bad technique, and it was just like long aerobic work, whereas I couldn't keep doing that. So I followed the teachings of Brett Hawke, absolute like just genius, Cam McAvoy, fastest human in the water right now on planet Earth, Brent Hayden, Olympic sprint Socrates, and I think what's been so good, Michael Klim as well, sorry I can't forget Michael Klim. These guys basically sat me down and taught me about sprint training, and then also as well, like my Spartan sister, Lauren Quigley, she just kind of took me under her wing, and I went for a real training block of just speed and power to just basically look at technique and how you can just develop more propulsion, so my top cruising speed is faster, which in turn, by becoming faster, it means I can swim further. That's the theory anyway. So today, I'm gonna jump in and hopefully show you a few drills that I've been doing, a new top speed, fingers crossed, cruising speed. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a sprinter, but it was just amazing learning that and just kind of improving my understanding of how the human body works in water. On that note as well, and I sound so secretive and I don't mean to be, but we've just filmed an amazing project, but it comes out in July, so I can't say what it is.
You cheeky little
My lips are sealed, I'm not allowed to say anything. That comes out in July, but that has had such a profound impact on my sort of understanding and my strength and conditioning approach to swimming as well. That will all make sense when it comes out in July. But I think with all of that happening, that's why we're here today. And that's why I think it makes sense to go for a long swim again, despite the last 2 finishing in hospital. Now, in terms of venues and locations, we've got some brilliant ones in mind, and I think we're gonna finalize them literally probably this week. So I'm gonna be doing a whole announcement on that, because obviously that will dictate my body composition, what kit, the team that we take. So we're looking at a few different swims, a few different locations, and there'll be full details of that as we announce that. But that's it. It feels kind of good to put that back out into the world. You know, if that sounds something that you'd love to follow, please, you know, like, subscribe, share, just because I think what's going to be so interesting is the amount of content we've got coming out all around this is going to be amazing. Like I said, our approach to training and nutrition has changed completely, and with the sports science geniuses that we have on board for this, like I said, it is a sports science experiment. It's not necessarily about records. We want to produce a comprehensive analysis of the human body, swimming, but just also endurance and under just adverse conditions. I really hope, fingers crossed, touch wood, that by the end of this, we've just got this amazing series, but also we can contribute something to sports science, maybe a medical and sports journal at the end. That would be amazing. So enough talking. I'm gonna find some caffeine, some calories, and then I am gonna go and jump in the pool. This is gonna sound so strange, but I didn't warm up a lot before, and stupidly so as well. Because the thing is, I used to have like 10, 20, 30K sessions, and so I was like, you're gonna warm up during that anyway, but I just started drilling bad technique. I'd get in the morning, it was 6 o'clock, I'd get in and just like not rotating properly, not catching the water properly. And I sort of naively was like, I know how to swim, so I'll just crank out 30K. Whereas again, just like Lauren Quigley, Brett Hawke, like they all just taught me like the power of fins, just actually using them to aid rotation. Swimming's so kinesthetic, proprioception, it's how you feel in the water. So I was just getting in and just drilling bad habits, whereas now I'll always start my workout with just fins. And it's just that idea of just swimming like long, strong and long, like really elongate your stroke, improve stroke rate, improve rotation. It all sounds a bit technical, but it's just like understand the feel for the water before you begin. It sounds so silly, but it was something I was neglecting. Like I'm still waiting for my growth spurt. I keep saying this, it's gonna happen any day now. But until I do grow anymore, I just think it's so important to use the length that I have. You know, so in my head, I am Cam McAvoy, I'm Katie Ledecky, and I'm Michael Phelps. In my head. In reality, I probably swim like Frodo Baggins. Frodo might be a good swimmer, actually.
Well, judging that his parents died in a drowning accident.
Did they?
Yeah. So I can't imagine he's a great swimmer.
Oh God, I did not know that.
Yeah, his parents died in a boat accident.
Oh, you've ruined this session now. I'm gonna swim. Oh God. Oh God. Right, well, on that note,
sorry about that, everyone.
So here I am starting my warm-up set. Swimming is so kinesthetic, you have to feel the water. On the way over, I was doing like what's called a finger drag drill, and on the way back, I'm doing a tapping the shoulder drill. All this does is just encourages good rotation, good body position. So when I actually start my main set, I've got a better feel for the water. Okay, we are now, we're gonna get some hand paddles. Gonna build some Poseidon power. This way round. The reason I love these as well, it helps you be more efficient with your catch, and it also just adds a little bit more resistance as well. So it's so specific, targeting the muscles that you actually need. And then, like I said, when you take them off, it feels a little bit weird, but if you can keep that same technique, keep that same efficiency, then in theory, long swims become possible and don't end in hospital. Is the theory. I'm like a chubby Poseidon. I'm like Poseidon if he had a donut addiction.
Poseidon.
Oh, that's brilliant. I am Poseidon. It's like his cousin. Poseidon's genius. A little bit more Poseidon. Poseidon's superpowers. So Thanos doesn't have to fear Poseidon. Death by pie.
So we've got Mole Man, Poseidon.
Mole, I still think Mole Man beats Thanos. This is a separate video that we've discussed this on, but basically, me, James and Elle were thinking of superheroes that didn't make Infinity Wars because they weren't invited, and Mole Man would have beat Thanos. Because he would have just gone underground. And Thanos, if you look, wasn't really paying attention. So he would have just like gone and then like this. And stole the Infinity Stones.
It's foolproof.
Honestly, we need to patent the Adventures of Mole Man. Okay, don't steal this idea. More Poseidon. Okay, so that is warm-up done. Like I said, I should know better, but I wasn't doing much of a warm-up. I wasn't drilling technique, which is bad. It sounds so bad, I know, but I was just getting in and busting out those 30Ks, and I think I've learnt my lesson. So, with that said, now I'm going to start the main set. Now, kinesthetic awareness, proprioception. I'm understanding how it should feel, rotation, 2-beat leg kick, all of those things. Now I can start my set. So I'm going to be doing some 1K splits, eating chocolate and caffeine between. Not so much as well. I'm genuinely trying to lose a little bit of weight. I'm the wrong side of Christmas, so the rig is feeling a little bit like a tugboat. Less speedboat, more tugboat. But all of this, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, with the speed training block that I've done, should improve my top cruising speed. Just cruising speed, 2-beat leg kick. Like I said, by swimming faster, hopefully, I can swim further. That's the theory. Okay. Not amazing. Not setting the world alight, but that's not bad. Heart rate's okay. A little bit high. That feels okay. I'll take a win, you know, like after Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see from there. There's Adam Peaty. I mean, Peaty's a good friend, but he's an absolute legend. He's a friend, but I'm a massive fan as well. Like what he's done in breaststroke and just swimming in general, like it's just obscene. Like it just no one thought that you could go as quick as him on breaststroke. He just completely changed the game. I think he's going to Paris as well, Olympics. I hope he is. But he's just like, he must be running out of space in his trophy cabinet. So that was all right for a man with a belly full of cheesecake. It wasn't amazing, but it was all right. The 1Ks are getting a bit quicker, but I don't know why. I'm not complaining, I just don't know why. Usually I like, yeah. Okay. Okay, that is it. That is the conclusion of the world's longest swim announcement video. That was good. It was a good session, good first session. Didn't set the world alight, but that was never the goal. It was just to see where we're at in terms of that top cruising speed. Long warm up, hit around 10K in total, so a good volume session as well. Split times were all over the place. I'm full of cheesecake, so my heart rate, I can't wait to see the data after this. It was all over. I was redlining for a lot of that, which is not what we want to do. Like I said, I'm trying to achieve a top cruising speed. So gunning it's kind of, that's not really achieving much. So I think it was good. Today's a win, I think. And I hope you've liked it. We've got so much more content coming out, and just if you're interested in all the theory and the philosophy, like I said, trying to push the boundaries of human endurance, and then give this a like, give it a follow, give it a share, because I love how we're creating just a tribe of like-minded people who want to look at, you know, all the metrics, biometrics and stuff like that. So yeah, this has been amazing. I'm now going to get in, I'm going to warm down, and then we are finding some burgers and a croissant. I don't know why. I've had a craving for croissants all day. I'm going to find a croissant.